Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for moving forward on this important legislation, the architecture of abundance, this important markup. And I also want to thank my colleague from California, Mr. McNerney, for working with me on this particular amendment. As we continue to promote an all-of-the-above approach to energy, I believe it's very important that we include our nation's largest, cleanest, most affordable, and renewable energy source, that being hydropower. You know, a couple of years ago, there was a study done by the National Hydro Association that highlighted that we could double hydropower in this country without building a new dam, simply by unleashing the potential of hydro. There's many dams that don't even have, that are not hydroelectric. In my home state of Washington, more than 70% of our energy is produced from clean and renewable hydropower. Yet the process for licensing hydropower can be very confusing, costly, and cumbersome. And this amendment seeks to correct it. I think it's also important. I think a lot of people think of hydropower as something that we did 70 or 80 years ago, and that it's not necessarily as, there's not as much potential today. But there is huge potential. And also, because of technology, we have improved fish runs, new fish ladders. It's a different day, and I want to make sure that we are continuing to unleash this source. So this amendment addresses the burdens that are often found when trying to go through the licensing procedures, and it's creating more flexibility and more reliability in our grid. So there's common sense changes included in this amendment, like allowing FERC to develop a schedule in consultation with the federal and state agencies and the tribes for hydropower licensing, and then holding them accountable to that schedule, making the licensing study process more efficient so that we can get this low-cost source of power to communities faster. Unleashing ingenuity to increase hydropower production will lower energy costs and help create thousands of jobs. And again, I thank my colleague from California for working with me on this amendment and urge support. And I urge the balance of my time to my colleague from California, Mr. McNerney.